Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm going to first start off by saying I apologize for the quality of this video. It's not the best setting. I'm just sitting on my sofa, I'm holding my phone to record, and if you watch this video, I think you might understand why I'm choosing to do it this way. So originally I've wanted to do these types of videos for a really long time, but I just have been reluctant for probably the biggest reason being that I'm a huge perfectionist. I've always been this way my whole life. It's been helpful for me in a lot of areas, but it's also hindered me. And I just think that at this point I have to start. And today I've been thinking about this since this morning. I'm gonna do this video and then I'm like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I have to make a setting so I can, have somewhere to sit, so I can put my tripod up and record. And then, I realize like I'm just still making excuses and there's really no reason to not just start and do something and put it out there. And that way later on down the road, I can see how I've improved. And I just think that it's important to just start where you're at. And this is where I'm at today. So I have a 1-year-old daughter and she's taking a nap. I'm limited on my time and I can barely keep up with what I do as far as reselling and my personal life with taking care of my daughter and my family and keep taking care of my home. But right now I just want to put these videos out here because I think that it's really important to just get started. And this whole video came about where I started really thinking about it this morning because someone had messaged me and they just said like, how do you get started? How do I even begin selling? Okay, let me just first say that I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. eBay I've been on since 2002. Poshmark I've been on since 2017. Mercari since 2017. Right now I mostly do Poshmark. I do still do Mercari, but my volume is on Poshmark, and that's just for different reasons. So my whole point in this is this person messaged me and they said like, how do I get started? I have all these boxes of clothes. Like I've wanted to get started. I don't even know where to begin. So my thing is I'm going to start making these videos and in hopes to help guide you and direct you. If you're just wanting to get started, then you're in the right place. I think that we can do some type of like accountability task as far as just starting and even checking back in with each other. I do like to be really interactive, and I hope that in some way I can help you and we can work together in getting you started. So just like me today, things are not perfect. The video is not perfect. I wanted to have my makeup done. I wanted to wear a certain outfit. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time to do all that. And if you are limited on time, don't think that you can't sell if you want to resell and like actually go and like buy items, or you want to just start by selling what you have, just start somewhere. So today, I think a good task would be download the Poshmark app, download the Mercari app. I'd say eBay too, but like, honestly, just for starters, I'm going to focus on Mercari and Poshmark, not because I don't think that eBay is extremely valuable. Like, I love eBay. I'm so fortunate to have made what I have made off of eBay. I only say this because I think that Poshmark and Mercari can be more user-friendly in the beginning. So a lot of people have said like they find eBay really hard and complicated and intimidating. I don't think it's so much harder than the other platforms. I just think that the other platforms like Poshmark and Mercari, they really want you to be successful and they make it very easy for you to get started. So it's simple, like just get started, download the Poshmark app, download the Mercari app. If you want to go ahead and just do eBay so you can just give it all and say like I've done them all, then that's great too. But just start by downloading the app, okay? Make a username. It can be your actual name. You can have something like fun and creative, like gosh, there's just so many different closet names people have. Like if you want to like have it to reflect, say you're thinking long-term or brand, then I think that's a good idea. When I started, I just wanted to get started. I had somewhat of an idea of like, I do want to continue to do this. I started by just selling things that I had around, or my own stuff, my own clothes, but I also like love to yard sale, and I had started picking up things in my, yard selling and doing those. But really, you can just like not put too much thought into it, because at the end of the day, you can always go back and change it. You can change your name, you can change the style of your closet. So just start by, and I should clarify, closet is because on Poshmark you have a closet. That's what it's called, and it's fun. Like, it's your closet. You're selling your virtual closet. You have a virtual closet. You have your clothes that you already have, clothes, shoes, purses, accessories. Poshmark has recently expanded, so now that you can do like health and beauty, or I shouldn't say health so much, but beauty items. Mercari, you can do health, some health stuff, okay? But Poshmark, you can do beauty products, makeup, hair products. There are limitations on it, like hairspray, okay, but you can't have it in an aerosol can, and that's stuff that's going to come. Like, it's not really important right now. Like right now, it's just important to get started. It's just important to start to do something. So today I'm going to start making these videos. I really hope that you find it helpful. Please, like, if you want to follow along, like, definitely leave me your closet name. If you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comments, then message me and I would be happy to follow you. And if you are like super anxious to like get some listings up, just put one up. The first item that I sold on Poshmark, it was a little like Chanel makeup bag. When you buy things at the mall and you buy, okay, you spend $85 in makeup and you get this free bag. I got this free Chanel bag, or I shouldn't say I got the free bag, but I picked up the bag along with probably like 15 other bags at a yard sale. It broke down to $1/4 per bag, and that was my first sale. And my pictures were not perfect. And we'll focus on that stuff later, but right now it's just getting started. But if you want to like jump ahead, then go ahead and just take a couple pictures. I do think that there are like very minimal guidelines you should follow. Try to like pick the best lighting during the daytime. If you don't have like a light that you think is good, that maybe it's like really yellow or dingy, do it outside. A lot of people take pictures outside. I personally do not, only because I keep all my inventory inside and it just makes it a lot harder. So start by downloading the app. The other thing that you're gonna need is a printer, because you need to be able to print your labels from home. You can get supplies from USPS.com. You can order free supplies for packing and shipping, such as tape and boxes. And if you want to just start, and like if you get Amazon packages or Walmart packages, you could save those boxes and you can send it on there. The really neat thing about Poshmark is that you have a 5-pound weight limit for selling items, and the buyer does pay shipping. You can offer discounted shipping. So don't feel like, I don't know what I can do about shipping. I don't understand it. Because so some of the questions that this person messaged me today was, how do I get started? How do I know what items are good enough to sell? So let's just talk about that really quick. I've sold high-end stuff and very low-end stuff. So it really depends on where you're at. If you're at a place where you're just reselling the clothes you have, then they're good enough. To me, if they don't have flaws, if they don't have stains, they don't have holes, then I think they're good enough to sell. Like, someone will most likely want it. You don't have to have the nicest stuff. You don't have to have the most expensive stuff. You can have stuff from Walmart, Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, Target. I truly believe that there is a buyer for almost all items. And, when you start, you may think like, I want my closet to look a certain way. I want my store to have this certain vibe. Then that's great if you want to start that way. For me, it was just starting where I was at and starting with what I have. And what I had was the clothes that I had in my own closet and things that I had picked up at yard sales. So there was no vibe or fluid, I should say style or something in my closet. Like I sell men's stuff, women's stuff, kids stuff, petite stuff, plus size, makeup, hair, pretty much everything. Mercari. I sell a lot of electronics, you know, so I do believe that I've got more seasoned in selling a variety of things, but you don't have to have that experience. You can just start with what you have. So I encourage you to download the apps and just take a look around, go into other people's closets and see what are they selling, what does their closet look like, what are, you know, well, you need to pick a name first, but like I said, you can always change the name. Another thing that you can do to get started, like Poshmark is really big on followers. Like it's a community where you're gonna have to be interactive, so you want to start following people. Just follow as much closets as you can, because those people, what it does is, the way Poshmark works is you follow people and they follow you. When they follow you, those are the people who see the items that you have for sale. Okay, so if they're not following you, they're not going to see it. So say you have 500 followers. Those people are the 500 people that you're potentially selling to. I have, I think I'm close to now 100,000 followers. It's taken me a long time to get that, and to be honest, I don't put as much work into it as I should. There's people that have 1 million followers, but you got to start somewhere. So I just really encourage you to not feel intimidated by it. This other person said that they felt like it's intimidating, and I can see that. Like I can understand, and I think that there's a lot of content out there right now with people being resellers, and they have like stacks and stacks of boxes, and they're like, these are my sales, this is what's going out for the weekend, and like that's great for them. Like I definitely love seeing that. I love seeing that people are being successful and they're sharing it to encourage people, but I also believe that it can be intimidating at times, because you feel like, well, maybe I'm not going to have that good of sales, or like I don't have that good of items. But like right now, the kind of vibe I think that's like going on in the world, and there's just like a lot of uncertainty with this pandemic that's happening, and I don't want to talk about that, because like I don't think that that's very important for you beginning. But like make money where you can make money. Like I definitely believe that we are all capable of making money in other ways. You don't have to depend on somebody. Not to say that I haven't had jobs and like been where I depended on that money, but ever since a very young age, I've kind of always done some type of reselling in a way, even if it was just like I have these extra things in my house, like I don't want to just donate it. Don't get me wrong, I donate a ton of stuff, but if I see the potential to make a little bit of money, I'm going to do that, because it's going to benefit me, and I think that it benefits other people. So I really hope that this video motivates you in some way and encourages you to go ahead and just get started. Just do something. Be sure to let me know how it goes, because like I want to be happy for you. I want to see you progress and move forward, and hopefully these videos can move forward in a more positive direction as far as like quality. Again, like I had to do something today. I kept saying like, okay, I'm going to get started. No, wait, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't have the time. Today, like I got to get the house clean. I got to make dinner. I got to make a seating area for my tripod. And then I just realized like, that's just honestly an excuse. And tomorrow's going to come around and it's going to be another busy day. And I'm going to have to tend to my daughter and tend to my house. And I want to get started. And I think that it's good to hold yourself accountable, and you can do that in whatever way works for you. So if for you making lists helps, then definitely make a list. I'm big with lists, but what I learned is I'm not really good with like lists on my phone. If I put it on paper, or like I work best if I have a daily planner and I write it in pen, it just holds me accountable. It's like, this is permanent, Shannon. Like you have it here. It's written down. Like you have to make good effort to at least get it done. So do what works for you. Maybe have a whiteboard. Maybe if your phone works, there's like a lot of like note apps that I think are really helpful. But for me, you know, you just want some bit of accountability. So like me starting this and posting this video, and I'm going to post it right away. It's holding myself accountable to make the next video, and the next video will be another topic. But the way that I want these videos to go is kind of just in the sequence of like how you would be getting started. And I'm like what I was saying, that somebody had messaged me these questions. I think her and I are gonna have more communication. So I'm probably gonna go based on like a lot of the questions that she asked me, because she's beginning and she is not selling on any of these platforms. Like she doesn't even have the apps downloaded. So I think that's a good way for me to provide content to you so that you can follow along and get started, and we'll grow and we'll, you know, get more in depth on different things and different ways to be successful on these apps. But today, just get started where you're at, do something, and be proud of yourself for your accomplishments, and know that there's always room for improvement. And although, you know, we want things to be perfect, we want things to have the best lighting and the best, you know, like you can see my background, I still have the banner up for my daughter's birthday. You know, I have so many other things that I really needed to be doing. Right now I'm at about 16 minutes recording, and I hope that you have stayed for this whole video, and I'm sure that in this 16 minutes you've had a lot of other things that needed to get done too. But right now, you just need to start where you're at. So I'm hoping that like these videos can be kind of short. I would like to keep them like around the 20-minute mark, because I think anything longer than that, you might have to like cut off and go back to it. And same for me, like I don't have that much time with my daughter, but I'm just doing this because I want to help you. I want to help you become successful, and I think that you have the resources probably already to do this. You just like, so let's go back over basics really quick just to recap. You just need your phone or an iPad or a computer. For me, I found that with Poshmark and Mercari, I'm fastest on my phone when it comes to like putting listings up and setting things up. When it comes to sharing my closet, I think that I'm faster on the iPad, and those are other little tips that like we can go over later. But so you need a phone, or I should just say some kind of device that's connected to the internet. Obviously for Poshmark and Mercari, they're apps, so you'll want to, you can still log into the website. You can do that on your laptop, but just go to the app store and download the apps. It's easiest. Okay, so you download the apps, you make a name. You could have the same name for both apps, or you can pick different ones. It can be your own name. It could be a fun, cute, you know, fashion finds 20 or whatever it is. You know, if you have a nickname, you can, like I said, you can change it later. So download. Go to this, download, make your screen names, make your names, the supplies that you're gonna need, and just start thinking about the supplies. Not that you need them right now if you're not gonna sell. Excuse me, if you're not going to sell immediately, but you'll need a roll of tape. You can get that at Target, Walmart. I just buy mine from the post office, packing tape. You can also get your supplies from USPS.com, but you can just start with that. You can get some cute poly mailers. People like cute poly mailers. I have some that have hearts on them, and I use those mostly for Mercari. Poshmark, I do mostly use USPS.com. They're free shipping because like it's expensive if you're sending out in volume, and I try to save money. You don't want to like spend a lot of money when you're trying to make money. And the other thing is like how you want to package the items. We'll go over that in another video, but just start by getting yourself a roll of tape or saving some of your Amazon and Target boxes, and then you can use that stuff to reship out the items. So I really do hope that you found this video helpful, and that you'll go with me on this journey where I'm gonna, you know, help you grow, and also in turn be able to grow myself and, you know, make better videos, better quality videos. But for today, let's just say that we did something and be proud of ourselves, and always take care.